Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it. Don't like hanging unless you family, please don't claim it. Like what you claiming, what you saying, what you bout and what you need. I'm at the house, ain't at the club. I'm really chillin' with my seed. I love my poppy, put me on. I'm really chillin' with OGs. Don't test my gangster, think I'm man. We gon' Tryna be here for a while in a good time. Well, we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine. Tryna be here for a while in a good time. Well, we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, I look fine. Good people.
Good morning, guys. It is currently Wednesday, 11th of January, and this is going to be a Q&A video. Feel free to skip or use the chapters below if you want to skip through the questions. And the first one by Romy Smith, how are you mentally? And that's honestly such a sweet question. I am really good. I'm currently fasting at the moment, and I do this every year, at the start of every year, and right now I'm really feeling calm, at peace, and yeah, I'm just praying over for more certainty this year. Very expectant this year, and I think I'm just at such a good place, and I have been, you know, since just moving here and God blessing me with the right people in my life. And yeah, I'm really good at the moment. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would I live? Hands down, London, and back home, Philippines. How does it feel to achieve your dreams, and what is my catharsis? So I would definitely say that, you know, you hit a goal, like you hit the top of a mountain, you kind of end up finding like a bigger mountain, right? Success is not a destination, nor is happiness. All those cliche quotes, right? So achieving, you know, success, my dreams, you find out that it leads you onto another path, another calling. Each time you achieve something, it's just a stepping stone to something. Well, for me, it became more meaningful, became more purpose-driven, I became more intentional, where I learned something about myself, I learned something about the world, and I'm like, okay, I have skills, I have talents that I could use to serve, to help. And usually when you believe in yourself and you start to achieve these things, it's almost as if you've embodied the feeling of that person who would achieve those dreams. I know this might be hard to understand, but it's like, you become the person before you have achieved that thing or you've done that thing. So how it actually feels, let's say getting an FTMO account or having a big payout, is that I'm not overly excited, nor was I doubtful. So it's quite like neutral. What is my catharsis? Gym, seeing friends, faith, God, my connect group, making videos like this. So yeah. What are my thoughts on a 0.01 lot size in terms of a full-time trader? First of all, just no, like that's just not gonna work out. 0.01 as a full-time trader, that's not gonna be enough to sustain you. If you know anything about risk management or even had some live market experience, you know that 0.01, and then to live your life, pay your rent, maybe feed your children, your family, it doesn't make sense to me. One of the easiest ways to actually become, let's say, a full-time trader is to become the asset first, go through prop trading firms, reap the rewards and benefits as if you were trading six figures, because I know loads of people hate talking about,
oh, but it's actually not a real six-figure account, it's just demo.
You get to reap the rewards and benefits as if it were a six-figure account. Doesn't matter if it was live or demo. If you made 10%, you've made 10% of that six-figure, obviously minus the profit split and all that stuff and the exchange rates. So that was just my thoughts on it. 0.01 as a full-time trader doesn't make sense to me, man. Sometimes I forget that I have this rooftop. The sun is really nice right now. This rooftop up on my rooftop of my apartment. And sometimes I just forget that, you know, I have access to it at any time. And it's just like really scenic. But the lighting sucks right now, so not gonna film there. Definitely need to like come up here more often and to like just enjoy the scenery, because it is really nice, especially on a nice day like today. What gives me motivation to keep going? I think a big motivation right now is just to do good and to be a good person. And because I feel like I'm so curious on what it means to lead, and because the more that I'm like discovering and like uncovering my faith and my relationship with God, I'm more sensitive to what kind of goes on in the industry, or like, you know, why people scam people, why people do bad things. And it's like seeing it from the fact that, you know, they just had no choice, that they really felt like the best decision for their life was to sell themselves out and create something that they weren't, like, it's just not who they are. I want to be there and be like, actually, like, there is a way that you can, there is a way, like there is a way out that doesn't involve you having to go against your values or do things that you don't want to do. But at the same time, like, how could I ever know, because I'm not in that position, right? But I feel like that kind of fire, that curiosity, keeps me going, keeps me pressing on. I know it's very deep, but honestly, these are the conversations that I have like late at night with myself, with God. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna portray the value? I feel like such an outcast sometimes, right? Like I'm not, you know, showing off the Rolexes or the money that I have, etc., etc. But then I'm like, I don't wanna do that, right? I don't wanna conform to the patterns of this world. Anyways, this is a good question, I like this one. What is my biggest life lesson last year and how does it correlate with trading? I feel like the lighting's quite funny. But the first one that came to my mind was the importance of your environment, right? So obviously I moved into this apartment, and the moment that I take a risk on myself, or maybe it's two things, right? Backing myself and environment. Environment's so important. Backing myself, going with what I want to do, you know, moving to a place that I think is best for me, making my own decisions of who I want around me, who I want to spend my time with, the things that I want to be doing, the car I want to be driving, the clothes I want to be wearing. Like knowing that, okay, no, this is what I want, this is what makes me happy. I feel like that really gives you a sense of like integrity, strengthens your character and your values. And I think that's just so important for trading, because it keeps you humble in the markets, it keeps you going after what you want to do. So if you're trading for family, you're trading for family. You're not trading because you're getting distracted because someone's made loads of money and have now bought a villa. There's gonna be a lot of that, there's gonna be a lot of greed, there's gonna be a lot of like eye candy or like shiny object syndrome, or the grass is green on the other side. But I feel like the more you can strengthen your character, your integrity, what you really want, and put yourself in an environment that helps you thrive and also challenges you, when it comes to trading, you're not gonna be swayed by the next course, the next community, this person making a lot of money. And I really felt that, you know, last year. I had, honestly, I keep saying this, the best people around me, the most insane environment to be around, to thrive, right? There was less fear, there was more love. There was less loneliness, and there was more communion, right? So those two things, environment, backing yourself, really played a massive role in my trading, in my psychology. And it's something for you guys to think about as well, like what is it you really want in life? Because then that can also lead into what do you really want out of trading? Why are you trading? All right, let's take a break with these questions because I know they're all quite deep. I'm gonna head to my friend's house. I feel like I need to get out of the house because I can't go to the coffee shop at the moment because I'm fasting, no caffeine, no coffee, nothing. So, gonna go to my friend's house, we're gonna drive there and let's go annoy her. Maybe we'll answer more questions over there. If you guys are liking the content so far, if you are finding it thought-provoking, give it a thumbs up. Do you now trade only with ICT strategy? Pretty much, yeah. Bear in mind, my trading history was market structure, top-down analysis, Elliott wave theory, impulse correction, then transitioned into just one time frame, trend trading, really looking into wicks, candle by candle, break retest. Then third, basically SMC/ICT. I'll see the markets differently to other ICT students just because of my history, where I've come from. So I've already had like how I view the markets, right? Kind of like a habit between my brain and my eyes and how I see something. So I can actually see market structure real quick. I can see market shift, break of market structure pretty quick as well because of my second strategy. Liquidity was a whole new concept for me. Things like imbalances, fair value gaps, breaker blocks, order blocks, those were the new things. And those are the things that I've like just added to my arsenal. So yeah, pretty much I am dialed into ICT trading, but I don't know if I would call it ICT style. I just do because that's what I'm learning. But remember, we're all our own traders, independent traders. I trade the hannahforex strategy, my strategy. How to keep a positive mindset when trading performance is not good. I think it really goes back to like your habits, your processes. Do you have a protocol for when you feel stressed? You know, what are you going to do when you feel stressed? When you start feeling doubtful, what are you going to reaffirm yourself? Do you have, like what David Goggins calls it, the cookie jar moment, where you can go back to previous times where you felt like this, you know you're going to get through it. You know, you just have to stick to, you know, your habits, your processes, your protocols to just get through this mental state. And remember, when you feel mentally volatile, when you feel down, fearful, not confident, anxious, pissed off, whatever, remember that emotions, they're just like a trigger. They're a key that, hey, something's wrong here, there's something going on, and that you just need to be in the right headspace, the right mind frame to just be able to navigate that and reverse engineer, okay, where's this coming from? Like, why am I feeling this way? Because there's no point just pushing it under the rug thinking that, okay, that'll do the trick. You gotta have time and find time to go back and be like, where is this coming from? Like, why do I not believe in my strategy right now? Like, what's going on here? If trading performance is not good right now, it's either probabilities are in play and you're going through, unfortunately, just the process that we all go through. Losses are a part of the game. Or is that something that you are not aligning with your plan? Does your plan even have an edge? Either is it the conditions or is it the fact that your plan just never had an edge in the first place? Like, have you actually backtested your plan to the point that you know it's profitable months, quarters, years? So there's a lot of factors into it, and I know I kind of went off into a tangent. All right, let's go. Let's go to my friend's house. We gotta get fuel. I feel like I'm always just doing this like last minute, like trying to get fuel last minute. Don't know if anyone else does that. And I've got my water here, which is basically my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for today. Hello, say hi to the camera. Say hi. Big stretch, big stretch. Do you want to help me film a video? Come, not the mic. I thought I would film the last bit of questions for you guys, and here's Simple Knowledge asks, do you use your uni achievements for anything I do? If I was to say broadly, no, right? So I studied aerospace engineering. Am I doing anything engineering related or aerospace related? Absolutely not. But am I using the characteristics and the skills and values of uni or what I've learned from uni? 100% yes, because I don't think I've ever been as stressed or under pressure in my entire life. I still have not felt the pressure or stress to that level of when I was at uni or final year. So I feel like I really learned how to handle pressure, stress. I learned how to work really hard for something that I didn't really care about as much. So just being able to grit my teeth and just get it done, that kind of muscle, that kind of skill. I think that's a skill of just doing the hard things, doing things that you don't want to do and just getting it done. As well as obviously gratitude, knowing that, okay, I was given an opportunity to study, whereas there's people in other sides of the world that don't even get that. And I think a really important one is also just delayed gratification. Uni stuff first, knowing that the markets will always be there at the end of this exam season. Next question, Funded Flyer. Have you ever found a trader who offers 100% proof that they trade, like broker bank statements? No, I mean, I don't look for it, I don't ask for it, nor do I care. Like, I don't need to ask for proof from a trader. That's their business, I don't care. Obviously, it annoys me when people claim they're something that they're not, but it's not like my reaction. I'm not gonna let that just affect how I am and who I am as a trader. It's nothing that I look for or search for. And it's something that I feel like to ask for it is an insecurity, to show it is also an insecurity, like having to prove yourself and stuff like that. I always told myself I will never go to that level, just for me personally, based on my values. And I'll also never have to ask for it, right? It's their business, it's their trading, it's their journey. I don't care. I'm gonna focus on me. That's the end of our Q&A. Thank you for watching. I know it was a deep one, but I hope it was also thought-provoking and you guys got to know me a little bit more. And after achieving some stuff to do with money or trading, and I know I'm still small fish, right? But like after achieving some stuff, I think I'm gearing towards something that has actually been in my heart for a long time, and it's that service and it's that giving back. So yeah, I feel like there's just been a lot of growth that's been happening over the few years, and I hope you guys get to see that, and it's cool that I get to share that, to get to document that, and yeah, just bring you guys along on the journey. And as always, I really appreciate you guys for like sticking by. It's been 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 years documenting my journey, and you guys, yeah, see the transition, see the growth, see the change in my goals and my vision. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, God bless. Say bye. Boop, boop the camera, boop the camera, boop. So I'm filming for a Q&A and wanted to ask you, you could ask me any question, I will actually answer it on camera and I will post it. It has to be PG though, because my family watch this, so.
I was asked this yesterday, what are your resolutions for this year?
You had every single opportunity and you make the most bait. I was thinking like a juicy one.
What juicy one do you want?
No, it has to be PG.
Exactly, so it can't be that juicy, can it?
Well, it can be juicy, but it can be PG.